Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I'm here for the final um, live stream for the night. I'm looking for it here on this phone. I don't see it yet. There we go. All right. First person is Capricorn. Love for April. Love for April. Okay, you have cause for celebration around love in April. Somebody comes in out of the blue that use your intuition, because it could be somebody that once hurt you in the past. It doesn't look like it's somebody that's coming back from your past, but it's somebody who could have done something um, in the recent past that hurt you. And they're coming back with some passion, and I think that they may want to hook up or something. So just use your intuition, because they may have done something in the past that was betraying. It shows betrayal around you. Love Chastity. Is Keandre happy I took him back? Yes, he is. Sun cards here. I mean, it actually could be better the second time around when the sun card shows up. Melissa, how does Christian feel about me? And how's Christian feeling? He feels happiness around you and a wish. So that's good. He feels that you're smart, intelligent, beautiful, easy to be around. Slow and steady wins the race. He feels like you're stable and secure, introspective, or you're a intellectual, and things around the situation between you and him can change very quickly. Priscilla, did AJ get a girl pregnant by accident? I don't think so. I don't think so. You didn't get any aces. I don't think so. Samantha, messages from Spirit. Spirit messages. Eight of Air, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. The Chariot, Archangel Metatron, an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. Three of Air, abundance, things look very good, have patience at this time, and make long-term plans. Very good. Alex, how does Brian feel about me? Brian finds you incredibly attractive, lucky. He thinks that you're an incredibly hard worker, or you're very smart, but you don't give yourself enough credit. You sell yourself a little short. He thinks that you have a great spiritual side. You're very creative, very intuitive, very smart, hardworking, and driven. L, what does Paul want to find out about me? Well, he doesn't know what he wants to find out about you. He's just digging for info. It shows right now that he's very weak. He's feeling like he's gotten nowhere. He can't make it to the top of the mountain. So he's not holding himself back. He's not going to leave any stone unturned. He's going to see if he can dig up any kind of dirt on you. I don't know what good it's going to do him, but it's like he wants to know if you're doing, I don't know, bad things or what you're into. He doesn't know what he's looking for. He's just looking for something, some kind of dirt. How is he going to try to get info on me? Well, I mean, he's undecided. He's got indecision around this, but I think there's air communication here. So I would think he's probably going to research online or try to find stuff out online. If you have social media, I would be very careful with what you put up there. And see, that's why I hate social media, because you can't control what other people do. So you can't control what other people put up. He may be able to see bullshit on other people's pages, but he's going to be looking for something. Hey, you know, if there's nothing there for him to find, there's nothing there for him to find. But he's going to drive himself a little nuts looking. Let him knock himself out. Rhonda, Chris DeLeo called often. Now, what does he want from me? First card, a union of the souls. He may be looking to hook up with you. Now, if it's not somebody that you've ever been with before, or it's somebody that you don't look at, you know, maybe that's not an option. It could be a friendship. That's possible, but it's usually more than that when the Two of Cups shows up. It looks like he's feeling a little bit unbalanced. He may have just recently gone through a breakup or something that was very betraying, and he's looking for comfort. So he's definitely looking, he's looking for comfort. Georgia, is DW thinking about me now? Oh, yeah. Yep. Elizabeth, what's going to happen with Costas and I in the next 2 months? Okay. Could be somewhat of a roller coaster. It looks like one or both of you may be feeling betrayed coming up, and there could be an argument about it. But then you get past that, and you're focused on putting the relationship together or moving the relationship forward. Then it looks like balance comes in, and the two of you are both putting equal into the relationship. It's not one person doing it, it's both parties focused on it. And then you may feel like things go out of balance again and justice or karma is not on your side, but then you have the Lover's card that comes in. So it could be a little bit of a roller coaster, but you should be ending up in either some kind of a physical relationship when the Lover's card, it's a soulmate connection when the Lover's card shows up. Just if it's somewhat of a roller coaster, just be aware of that. Maybe a little up and down. Capricorn, who's the person that betrayed me? Sign, please. It looks like it may have been an Aquarius. It could be an Aquarius born on the cusp of Pisces. There's a Libra here too. So it could be an Aquarius born on the cusp of Pisces, or it could be a Libra, or maybe they had something to do with it together. Priscilla, not careful last week. Is there a chance I'm pregnant? Okay, let's see. You only got a 33% chance. It's pretty slim. I'm not real concerned. Oh, damn, the connection went out on this. Let me try to pull it up again. Georgia, is DW going to contact me soon, and will he visit? I'm only getting a 33% chance that he's going to visit. So that just may mean it may take some time. And I think that you could hear from him within the next 11 days or so. Georgia, what does DW want? Well, he's feeling like he's very out of balance. He's feeling like he's a little upside down, like karma's not on his side. He may have just been the victim of a third-party situation here with the Three of Cups in reverse. But I think what he wants is a stable relationship because the Lover's card is here. So this could indicate that he's either looking for a love connection or he thinks that you're his love connection. I think he's looking to be with somebody. Capricorn, anything good coming my way in April? Come on, the stupid phone's got to connect. You got success coming in April. Maybe planning a small vacation in April. There's a Virgo and a Libra around you in April. They may only be friends, but it would be a good time. Feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain, and you're also walking away from things that don't serve you. So it's like in April, it's like you're cleaning house, and you're like, you know what, this doesn't work for me anymore, I'm getting rid of it. Moving away from things that don't work for you and moving towards things that do work for you. This is not the right one, I don't think. Oh, here we go, I got it. Yeah, I think success comes in April, especially around friendships, leaving things in the past that don't serve you, walking away from them and moving forward to much better times. Clearing the path and moving forward to something that is better suited for you. Al, how's Paul feeling about me now other than psycho? He feels like you have choices. He feels like you have choices. He feels like you're very attractive. Feels like you slow and steady wins the race with you. He's got a lot of anxiety around the situation. He really thinks that you're attractive and that you could have your pick of the litter, so to speak. And he feels like karma is not on his side. I don't know what this guy's issue is, but he's like driving himself nuts. All right, let me go back up to the top. Vicky, general reading for April. General reading for April. You've got a soulmate relationship coming in that's going to be very passionate, incredibly passionate. It's going to be a little bit out of balance But you may meet a soulmate, a potential soulmate relationship in April that this person could knock you off your feet. And they may be an Aquarius. uh, Fia, I introduced Linford to my father and it didn't turn out well. What's next for us? Well, there's a couple of issues now that are coming up. So it looks like the Ace of Cups is in reverse, which would indicate the love has run out of the cup, or feeling like let down. Obviously, if it didn't go well with your father, that's how you may be feeling. But it also looks like you're going to spend a lot of time thinking and contemplating the whole situation, and you may feel differently about the situation moving forward. There's a minor tower issue that comes up because the tower is in reverse, but this could also be what happened with your dad. So that may have already happened. And the Chariot is here in reverse, which means that's a slowdown too. Things don't move forward fast when the Chariot is in reverse. You got to use your intuition here, because it looks like either you were stabbed in the back or you're going to get stabbed in the back. So I don't know. The Death is in reverse too, which means things are not evolving right now and he's feeling a little unprepared. I would give this a little bit of time, and it should blow over, but it may be like a little bit of a thorn in your side for the moment. Capricorn, how's N feeling? Still no communication. Okay. How's N feeling right now? Spiritually connected or searching. He's feeling like he's got the world at his feet. He's going to come in. Look, he's coming in out of the blue. Page of Swords, you should hear from him. He's feeling unbalanced. He's kind of taking you for granted, but he's still coming in. You should be hearing from him. It might not be, like, it could be spotty communication that comes in, but it's a start. It's a start. He's going to want to connect. He's going to want to talk to you. All right, let me go back up to the top. Inexorable. The spell finished today. How will it affect the Sagittarius, and when will I see results? Generally speaking, results usually happen between 0 and 3 months with spell work. I've only once in my life ever, it was crazy. I couldn't even believe it. This guy booked a spell with me. It was a love spell, and I did it on a Friday, and I'm not even kidding. She showed up Saturday night, and that never happens. Spell wasn't even complete yet. And you know, he was in a really bad place with her. And as far as I know, he shows up in this chat room every now and again. They're still together. And I said to him, I'm like, that's the first time I've ever done a spell and had somebody show up that fast. It usually takes at least 6 weeks to 3 months, usually. And well, what we hope for with the spell is that it cleans away some of the negativity, and it kind of paves the way. You know how, like, when somebody gets really mad, they're really, really mad for like 5 minutes. You can't even talk to them. They just don't want to hear it. But then when you let a little bit of time go by, kind of like it dissipates. Well, what we're hoping for is when we do a spell is that we kind of clean out all the negativity and we let the person be open to the possibility of something. You know, it's not the kind of thing where, you know, the spirits go in and they pick the person up and they bring them to your doorstep. It doesn't work like that. But it's like breaking down some of the walls that are around the person, cleaning out some of the negative energy, and allowing us to at least level the playing field so we can start over. Like, that's what we're hoping for when we cast a spell. Because I've never seen, like I said, I had that one guy, I did it, and like she literally showed up the next night. That usually doesn't happen. But things were aligned that night for them and it worked. And as far as I know, they're still together. All right, let me go back up. Malika, what can I expect in the near future? What can I expect in the near future? You're holding yourself back. Take off the restraints. Go for it. Whatever it is that comes up, go for it. It looks like you will because the Hangman is in reverse. So just keep in mind that if you're holding yourself back or you have some insecurities, try to work on them. Let that crap go. You may have decisions to make in the near future. Use your intuition. And there's success coming in around money or financial stability. So who knows, maybe you'll be presented with a job, a bonus or something like that that may help with money. If you get the opportunity, I wouldn't hold back. Go for it. Maritha, what are the feelings of my ex-Sag towards me, the Virgo? He thinks that you're kind, gentle, passionate, loving, attractive, grounded, successful, and that you always know how to make lemonade out of lemons. You're not holding yourself back. You don't hold yourself back. You're spiritual. You always look at the bright side, and you have some spontaneity in you, a spontaneous side. The dog snoring. Sweet thing. What is Kenneth's actions towards me? Okay, what's going on with Kenneth? What is going on with Kenneth? Okay, it looks like balance comes in between the two of you. So if you haven't seen him or you feel like you've been putting in a lot more effort than he has, that's going to change. Balance comes in. There could be a new beginning between the two of you. There could even be, he may acknowledge that his relationship with you or the situation is grounded and it has deep roots and that he can't let you go so easy. It looks like you may be seeing him coming up. There could be a chance that you guys get together or hang out or something. Allison, how were K and A's acting and feeling about each other during the quarantine? Well, I don't want to say that they could be killing each other, but death is in reverse, which means the relationship is not transforming. Somebody feels like justice isn't on their side. The devil is here, which means if they do anything that is, like earthly pleasures, if one of them drinks too much, it could be overindulging in that. This could be overindulging, and it's not always such a good thing. You know, like going out and doing it on spring break, that's fine. But if you're home and the two of them are together, it may cause fights. It shows too that there is the Two of Swords is in reverse, which means that there's decisions that need to be made and neither one of them is making the decisions. Emperor's in reverse. Yeah, it's not looking like a good time. Where was I? Sonia, can you figure out what D is hiding from me and will he confess his feelings to me? I'm only getting a 33% chance that he's going to confess his feelings to you. And I don't think he's hiding anything. I'm not seeing any secrets here. Secrets are not showing up. Where am I here? Hang on. Nina, how is the Sag feeling for me? All right, how's the Sag feeling? He feels like you're spontaneous, fun to be around, lucky, strong, courageous, happy, very well grounded. He appreciates you, he respects you, and he thinks that you're lucky and that you're loving. Anna, what's in store for me now to the end of August? You could have a Pisces around you. And you could be spending time with the Pisces at your home or at their home. Feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in. But moving forward, you got a lot of strength. You got somebody that could be coming in out of the blue. Could be a soulmate connection with the Two of Cups. It might be a Virgo that comes in. You could have a Virgo coming in. You could be spending time with the Pisces, but you could also be spending time with the Virgo. The Virgo is going to make you feel very appreciated. I mean, maybe the Virgo is just a friend, or maybe one of them is just a friend. But it looks like you may have some choices coming up. You also have the Six of Cups here, which means somebody from your past is returning. Use your intuition. Definitely use your intuition. You're going to have a lot going on, I think. Allison, will A come in with a love offering and when? %70 chance that A could come in with a love offering. And it may be in June. If not in June, it would be sometime over the summer. Vicky, could it be Richard that's the soulmate coming in April, or is it someone else? It could be him. It could be 70% chance it could be him. Um, Manuel, how does the Taurus guy feel towards me? How's the Taurus guy feeling? The Taurus guy thinks that you are stable, strong, creative, intuitive, attractive, nurturing, loving, kind, magical. Jasmine, may I have a general reading for April? General reading for April for Jasmine. You're going to be feeling prepared. Something is going to be divinely guided that's coming to you in the next few weeks. And it could be a whole hell of a lot of money. Not a bad thing. Feeling more appreciated. So the Six of Pentacles usually has to do with a work relationship. It doesn't have to, but it usually is like being paid what you deserve and feeling like you're appreciated at work. But I think that what's coming in for you is a large sum of money coming up over the next couple of weeks. Anna, has Jay read any of my messages on his phone, Skype, or IG? What are his thoughts? Let's see. Yeah, 70% chance that he's read some of them. He probably hasn't read all of them, because I think you would have gotten a 99% chance if he read them all. So he feels, I think he feels a little sad because he's so far away. But on the other hand, he also feels connected. He feels a spiritual connection to you. He feels balanced and serene. And then he comes up a little bit like melancholy. I don't think that he read all the messages, but I think the ones that he read, it kind of makes him miss you, and he kind of feels a little bit sad. Sue, what are his feelings towards Valentina? All right, let's see. He thinks that she's balanced. He thinks that she's intuitive, that she's prepared, creative. He may think that she doesn't look before she leaps and that she's a little bit too impulsive. And that he may also be a little bit undecided about how he feels about her. So he may kind of go back and forth. Inexplorable. What is the Sag feeling about me now? Will we be communicating soon? I don't think that communication is coming in for a while. It could, well, it could be sometime in the very late spring going into the summer. It's not that far off, but it's a little ways off. It looks like he's feeling a little bit stuck right now. A little bit like he's spending a lot of time thinking, turning in. Chariot's in reverse, so things aren't going to move forward fast. But the end of the spring isn't that far off. You should probably be hearing from him before the end of the spring. He's just not ready for things to change right now. So let's see what happens around the end of the spring. Would be like the middle of June. I think that's when you'll hear from him, around the middle of June. It's not that far away. Al, is Paul doing all this digging on me for a promotion? Okay, you only got one ace, which would be a 33% chance. But I'm going to go with yes because the victory card is here. So yeah, I do think he is doing it because it's going to benefit him somehow, his career. Stephanie, how did T feel when Lewis, her coworker, came up to me when we were talking? Annoyed. Stabbed in the back is a little bit extreme. I don't think he felt that severe over it, but I think he was annoyed. I think he wanted to tell him to get lost. Stephanie, what will his next move be towards me? I think he's going to want to hang out, but go somewhere. I think he's going to want to like get out. I don't know. Can you guys get out? Are you guys on lockdown? I don't know where you are, but we're on lockdown here. But I feel like he's going to want to get out or go out or like not be sitting at home. AJ, general for the remainder of this month. Choices. All right, so you've got working hard on something. This usually has to do with something that's schoolwork or a skill that you'll use to make money, but it doesn't have to be. Choices. You got choices coming in around you. You're not holding yourself back. The Eight of Pentacles may have be a work thing because Six of Pentacles is here. Six of Pentacles would indicate feeling like you're getting paid, being compensated for hard work that you're doing. And it would be a good feeling. It also looks like you have some financial stability around you coming in for the rest of the month. Ariane, what's coming in for my job and work the next 2 weeks? Things may be slow. Chariot is here in reverse. Things could be slow. There could be minor disasters around work. Nothing that's too catastrophic. Use your intuition. Don't overthink things. After the 2 weeks is up, things start to fall back into place and things move forward nice. And transformation starts to come in. So things start to move better. You'll get out of the rut. Next 2 weeks may be a little bit like a rut. Allison, how does B feel about what he did to R years ago? All right. I don't think he thinks about it too much. It doesn't show like it's front and center in his mind. But if you were to bring it up, I think that he would tell you that he feels bad. I think that he would tell you that he acted out of character or out of line, and that he was very sharp with his words, or yeah, sharp with his words, and that maybe she didn't deserve it, or he, I don't know what they are, men or women, but that they know there was a betrayal there. Oh, what he did, okay, yeah. He knows that he did something that was betraying and hurtful. As Stephanie, how is he feeling after our talk tonight? He feels good. He feels balanced. He feels connected. Ooh, excuse me. He feels prepared. He feels intuitive, spontaneous, and loving. That was a good talk. Sue, what does Adam want with me, and what are his intentions? He's holding himself back right now. He's undecided. It looks like he was hurt in the past, and he's not really ready to move forward because death is here in reverse. But I think ultimately there's a new beginning on the horizon here, and he may pursue things anyway, in spite of his past. I think that he may, you know, you got a lot of pentacles here, so I almost want to say that he wants to hook up work-wise or career-wise. Like there's a lot of money that goes on between the two of you. I don't know if you could hook him up with a job or if you guys work together, but that's what comes up. It looks right now like he's not looking to put his heart on the line. But there could be success around the situation. You may have to be a little more forward with him. Hannah, when do you see things turning around for me? I feel like I'm stuck in the dark ages. I've been there. I know how you feel. When's a better time coming? You're about to enter it. It could be within the next 6 weeks, but it would definitely start sometime this springtime. So if it takes between now and the next 6 weeks to really get into the thick of it, and then you should be in a better place come the end of the spring. Stephanie, how will tomorrow go when I see him at work? Well, you may not feel like you made it to the top of the mountain. That may be, it could be that legitimately work is very busy tomorrow and you don't have much time to talk to him. It looks like slow and steady tomorrow, and just don't overthink things. It could be because he's just really busy, or you're really busy and you don't have much time together. Hang on, stupid thing. There we go. Inexplorable. Is he at least missing and thinking about me? Will communication be a one-time thing? Let me see. See, I'm only getting a 33% chance right now that he wants to reconcile. However, that could be because we didn't get there yet. So if he plans on reconciling in June, it might not be something that's in his mind right now. He may not be thinking like that. If we were to ask this question again in May, it may come up higher, but right now it's only coming up a 33% chance that he wants to reconcile. Well, let me see. Will communication pick up between now and then? I'm only getting a 33% chance that communication is going to pick up before then. So we kind of have to wait and see what happens around that time, because it doesn't look like right now he's looking to reconcile. But that's now. A lot can happen between now and then. Blessed to be, General. You have a lot of strength around you, and you have, if you're not with anyone right now, you have an air sign coming in. Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, and you could have a great connection with this person. No longer feeling the weight of the world is on your shoulder. Actually having some carefree, fun, spontaneous times coming in. It looks like moving forward, you could have like a lot of fun coming up, like carefree, fun, spontaneity, people around you that want to do fun things. It looks like a good time. Fanny. How is Bobby feeling at the moment? Is he thinking of approaching me? Okay, let's see. He's feeling okay at the moment. He's got a wish around him that's going to come true. It's going to make him happy. He's feeling spiritually connected. There's some money around him that's nice. So he may be in a good place right now. He doesn't look right now like he plans on approaching you, so you may have to kind of make yourself a little bit more present. He may not know that you want him to. Anna, tickets are very low. Will he allow me to come to him, and can you see when? Okay, let's see. It looks like will be a little bit undecided, but that could have to do with this stupid virus. He may want to wait for the virus to blow over. So it could be that he doesn't want you to come until October because the spring is too risky. We got to see what happens with this virus because it's freaking out a lot of people. Anna, why my family hating me so much with my relationship with Jay? It's like they don't believe in us or our union. Well, you have got to understand something. Most families, they want what's best, right, for their whoever it is. And right now, it doesn't look like he's giving you what you want or what you need. And other people, see, this is why I always tell people, don't tell anybody anything, because other people make their own judgments because they're not in the situation. And then well, he's this, he's that, he's not doing what he should be doing, or you're wasting your whole life. You know, people have put in their 2 cents. They may mean well, but it's not helpful. It's not helpful. It just isn't. We know it. Listen, I believe that if somebody rode in tomorrow on a white horse and he was in a suit of armor and he had the big feather coming out of the suit of armor, you would go with somebody else. If somebody else showed up, I don't think that you would be like, nope, I'm going to wait for this guy, you know, no matter how long it takes. But right now, nobody else has shown up. So you're still in this and you still want this connection, and the connection is still there. People that are not involved in it, they don't see it like that. And they see it very different. And I mean, they don't get it. So they feel things like, well, you're wasting your whole life, or when is it going to happen, or how long are you going to wait? I mean, I've seen it a million times, but you can't change the way somebody feels by scolding them. You know, it doesn't work. It's not productive. If they had something constructive to say, if they had, hey, I got this guy Charlie, he wants to meet you, he's a really nice guy, it would be a different story. But poo-pooing on the way somebody feels, it's not helpful. It's actually very hurtful. But you can't help the way you feel until you know, I mean, you can, but it takes a lot of work, and you're not ready to let go of the situation. And somebody else telling you to let go of it is not going to help. So why are we having that conversation? You know what I mean? Like, this is where you're at this point. And if something were to change, I say it all the time because I've read for so many people. And I had one very good client. I still talk to her all the time. I can't even begin to tell you with this guy. First of all, and I was so confident in my answers to her. And then I kept saying to myself, if I'm wrong, I'm going to look like a real asshole. But I was like, he would tell her these stories, and I used to be like, this guy, I'm like, what is he, out of a soap opera? Like, it was just, I'm like, everything he says is a lie. And like, they were getting more and more extreme. And finally, like, I'm like, listen, this guy, I'm like, I think I used to always call him a tool. He's a tool. So, and this was another time where my timing was right, and my timing is not always right. Actually, I think the timing is really difficult, and that it usually isn't right. Where I said, oh, you're going to meet somebody new in February, but this is February of last year. She's still seeing him. And I said to her, I go, as soon as you meet this other guy, you're going to forget all about this tool. And she did. I mean, the tool kept trying to come back, and he kept also like, oh, I can't believe you're going to be with him and not me. You know, meanwhile, it's like, you've been an asshole for the last year. Of course she's going to go with somebody else. But my point is that hasn't happened for you. If that were to happen for you, I do think that your ideas would change and things would shift. Because most of the time, people don't want to be in pain. And this is painful, right? It's painful for anyone that wants to be with someone, and no matter what the situation is, if it's work related, if it's because the other person doesn't want to be in the relationship, or maybe the other person is with somebody else, doesn't matter what it is, it's still painful. And nobody wants to be in pain. So if somebody else were to show up that was ready, willing, and able, I believe that you would give that person a chance. That person hasn't shown up yet. Your interest is not sparked. You can't, it is what it is. This is painful, and you're going through it. And yelling at someone and trying to make them feel like it's never going to happen, it could happen. Stranger things have happened. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think it's helpful. But I understand where they're coming from because they mean well. Yeah, I think that they think that he's stringing you along, and that it's been a long enough time, and that he hasn't done the right thing, which you can't argue with them because he has left you hanging. I get it. I see where they're coming from, but it's not that easy to just, you know what I'm saying? It's not that easy. If it were that easy, then we could all walk away from people that were, didn't do the right thing by us. But it's very painful, and it's hard, and you'll be ready to change when things change, or he's going to come back and he's going to be with you before that happens. But in the meantime, I would not say much to too many people, because people think that they know better. And then when the shoe's on the other foot, they don't want to hear it. Stephanie, how did T feel when I told him that he doesn't need to worry about June, and I understood why he got mad, and I'm only interested in him? He felt good. He felt good. He feels connected. He's a little bit less anxious. The anxiety card is in reverse. And, excuse me, it's like he already knew that. He just needed to hear it, and it made him feel better. But I don't really think he thought that you were interested in that other guy. Stephanie, I was told by another reader that T wants to work things out with Erica if she gives him the opportunity. Is that true? I don't think so. I think that she may have been the one that wanted things to work out and that he was kind of done with it. I don't think that that's true. I think that she may have been the one that wanted to stick around and he was the one that was over it. Maybe that's the way it used to be, but I don't think that it's like that anymore. Adriana, something new. All right, let's see what's going on for Adriana. Moving forward, you're going to feel like you have the world at your feet. You're going to have a lot of positive decisions to make, like positive situations. Life is going to be transforming and moving forward pretty quickly. You may not be worried so much about money. This could be, the Eight of Pentacles could be a new job or a new skill that you're learning for a new job, or taking a course that would benefit your current job or your career in the future, but working really hard at it, no longer holding yourself back, having lots of choices coming up. You got a lot of new stuff coming in, lots of choices. Red Nappy, what's up with the Leo from my past? Leo from the past comes in out of the blue if he hasn't already. There's a lot of passion around him, and he wants happiness. Or I don't know if we're talking about a guy or a girl. It doesn't matter. Either way, the person wants happiness. This is them, the person from the past. They may be looking for a new beginning. Stephanie, is E manipulating T? And if so, how's he feeling? Okay. I don't think that she's manipulating him right now. That can change in the future, but right now, I think she's kind of leaving him alone. Blessed to be. How's he feeling about me? Okay. He feels like you're balanced and you have good karma. He feels like you're a go-getter, you're attractive, that you know how to get your, you know how you have a way with words. You know how to get your point across without being insulting. That you're successful, smart, hardworking, nurturing. You don't hold yourself back. And he thinks that you have a lot of choices around you. Anna, I'm not against my family meeting him, but when he is here for good, then it will happen. My sons know him and meet him, and that's all that matters. Oh, they haven't met him yet. You see, that's the thing, too. Sometimes I feel like they haven't met him, and they already have this idea in their head about him. Then when they meet him, they're going to have this preconceived notion of who he is. But that's not really fair because they haven't met him. But they've kind of drawn up their own conclusion. Let's see. It actually may go better than you think when he meets them. It might go better than you think. It looks like it's a little bit more balanced, or they're a little bit more open. He may be a little bit different from what they expect. So I think it's going to go better than you expect it to be when they finally meet him. Anna, how is he feeling towards me tonight? He feels that you're balanced, hardworking, attractive, smart, strong, and courageous, but also like you have good karma. Happiness. He feels happiness around you. Coco, what is Kate currently thinking about our situation? I think that she feels like she holds herself back, but that things are meant to be and things should move forward. But she holds herself back. She can't get out of her own way. She's also coming in out of the blue. If you haven't seen or spoken to her, you should be hearing from her. And the relationship should be transforming. So there should be more to come. You know, sometimes somebody can't get out of their own way. And it looks like she may be in that kind of a predicament right now. Ah, what did I just do? Hang on. Yeah, she's having trouble getting out of her own way. I think that she does, though. Eventually, she doesn't hold herself back and she comes forward. Blessed to be. Question below. I keep hearing someone from my past is coming back. Is it an ex or the Sag? I'm thinking, too, that it's possible soulmate connection from a past life. Okay, let's see. Is it an ex? I don't think it's an ex, and I don't think it's a Sag. It could be a Pisces. But let me tell you something, because this happened to me once. I had somebody coming back from my past. So immediately my mind goes to exes, and I don't even have that many exes. I haven't dated all that many people in my life. So what happened was, I went to my high school reunion. I didn't want to go to it. This person, he couldn't go. He wanted to go, couldn't go. I went because my friend made me. And I wound up through another friend, like I gave my number to this other guy to give to him because we were going to work on music together. Now his name is Matt and we went to high school together. But in high school, we weren't even really friends. Like we were acquaintances. We knew who each other were, but we weren't good friends. So when somebody was coming back from my past, it was him. He was from my past. We went to high school together. But I never in 10 million years ever would have thought of him. Like he would not have even been on my radar at all. Even if somebody said to me, somebody from high school is coming back, I didn't have a crush on him. I wasn't interested in him. I just knew who he was. So I never would have thought that it was him. So somebody from your past coming back is probably somebody who you would never even think of. And you will be surprised when they show up, and you may even be surprised at the connection that you have. And then it can almost be like, well, gee, I wish that I would have known you back then and we didn't lose all these years. But you can't go back, you know, it's just, this is how it happened. So just keep in mind, I think that it's somebody from your past, but not an ex-love or an ex-flame or somebody that you used to have a crush on. It's probably somebody who you would never think of in a million years. Anna, if my cousin Derek was alive, what advice would he share with me? We lost him last year. Oh, so I'm sorry to hear that. All right, let's ask spirit cards for that. What advice would he give? The Wheel, Archangel Michael. A time of positive change, a situation suddenly moves forward, fortune is on your side. Renewal, Archangel Jeremiel. Review and reevaluate, a favorable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. The Queen of Water, Tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. I also think that he would tell you that you sell yourself short. Nicole, has Karishma been watching my social media? Oh yeah, she has. Danny, how will the next 2 weeks look for me? What did Isaac think after our phone call tonight? Okay. Okay, the next 2 weeks are slow and steady wins the race. But I hate to say that. It's like we're all under quarantine here. Of course it's going to be slow and steady. None of us can do anything. But I don't know if everybody is. I know we are here in New York. It looks like slow and steady wins the race. Moving forward, use your intuition. What was the other part of the question? What did he think of the phone call? I don't think you can expect too much to happen. Excuse me, over the next 2 weeks. But after that, or when things get back to normal, it looks like there's passion around you guys. He's happy with the phone call. Whatever went on the phone call made him feel good. He feels a little bit more secure. And you may be taking this could be like a break. So you and him may spend the day together watching movies and not doing anything else. Or, I mean, it could be going away for a weekend, but it doesn't have to be that extravagant. It could just be chilling and not doing anything. So I think that's what you can kind of count on coming up. But over the next 2 weeks, it's going to be kind of slow and steady. Red Nappy, is the Leo from my past attached to anyone coming in? I don't think so. I don't think so. Anna, has Jay's feelings grown for me stronger since we've been apart? I think it's a soulmate connection, and I don't think that he recognizes that. But let's see if they've grown stronger. It doesn't look like they've changed. It looks like they've stayed the same. There is cause for celebration around his feelings, so I mean, he has feelings for you. I don't think that they've changed for better or for worse. I think that they're still the same. Anna, when you say I'm selling myself short, I'm believing in myself, or what? What do I need to be doing? I don't think you need to be doing anything in particular, but I do think that, and I think that this holds true for a lot of people. We don't realize our worth, and we settle for less than we deserve. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, so it shows that you're going to be leaving regret and pain and bullshit in the past. And somebody from your past is returning with the Six of Cups. But it doesn't take you to the happy home just yet. Though it can transform, the relationship may transform and move forward quickly. You may feel like it doesn't happen fast enough for you. So if, you know, you're selling yourself short, it could be the kind of thing where you're reluctant to like, I don't know. I know for me, a big thing for me was I never had a lot of confidence in like job interviews. Like I stayed at jobs forever just because I was comfortable. Like I didn't have, I guess it was a self-confidence thing. I really was afraid to like move forward. My full-time job and my job working at A&P, both of them came to an end. I didn't choose to leave them. But there came a time in my life where I was working for a gym, and it was, this was nuts. But the person that hired me, long story short, I got into a big fight with her and I quit on the spot. And for me, that was a huge thing because I don't behave like that. But like for me, like that's sort of like not selling myself short anymore, because I was like, I stuck up for myself when normally I would just like eat the shit, eat the shit, eat the shit, and ask for more of it. And finally I was like, you know what, fuck it. And I was like, you know what, I quit, and that's it. And that was the end of that. I think that with selling yourself short, it's like you're capable of more, you deserve more, but you settle for less. So just think about that, like as you go through your life, just in general. Because I know for myself, you know, this is really terrible, but, and it took me a long time to realize this. I always like, not that I thought that I was buying people, because I didn't even have the kind of money if I wanted to buy people, but I always would like offer to pay for things. I think because I wanted to like be included. And like, why was I behaving like that? Like, for example, like I was in my early 20s and I went to play pool with a bunch of guys who were my friends. I really wanted to be their friends. Like I really wanted to hang out with them, and I would offer like to pay, but I wouldn't even be playing pool. I would just be there. So like, why would I offer to pay or like put money in when I wasn't even playing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like that's selling yourself short. Like, why can't, like, pay for your own pool, and you should still be happy that I'm here. But like, I would sell myself short. Like I would think, well, you know, maybe they won't mind if I'm here. Like, how terrible is that? But I felt like that for a long time. Like I had a lot of friends. They weren't really friends. They were people that I paid, you know, like for a service. Like otherwise I didn't have any other friends. Like there weren't any people that I hung out with. Anybody that I was talking to was somebody that I paid. So just think about it. Like as you go through like your day, like you'll start to notice things. And like why would I stand for that? Or why would I not think I'm capable of that, or whatever it is as the situation comes up. Now that like we're talking about it, you'll see it. Danny, what comes in for me for work and money in the next 2 weeks? Work and money in the next 2 weeks. Money and work may be a little stagnant because it's unprepared. But things should transform after the next 2 weeks. You got the Death card here and you got the Chariot. So things should pick up and you should feel more balanced. Money may be a little tight over the next couple of weeks, but it gets better. We get over this hump. All right, I made it through the super chats, I think. Oh, wait a minute, here we go. Anna, will I get offered to work from home soon? Okay, let's see. I think you will. Yeah, I think you will. Like maybe within the next 2 days. I think it's going to happen soon. Anna, On my current job, will they provide the laptop and more pay? I think so. Use your intuition. You have the High Priestess here. You have one ace, and it feels like they're caught between a rock and a hard place. They need people to work for them, so they're going to have to come up with something. Nicole, does Jeff know Krishna is watching my social media? No, he doesn't. Nope. Julie. Oh, I answered that question on the last one. I remember. I said, yeah, I do think you're going to pass it. I think you'll pass it. I think you'll get higher than 75. All right, I think I made it through the super chat. So let me do the moderators. And remember that the course starts tomorrow if anyone that's interested. Anna, I do think he stalks you. I do think he checks in. Shani, how many women is Corey romantically involved with? There could be 3. It could be 3. Is Jay stalking my Facebook to see how I'm doing, and why is he stalking instead of talking to me face to face? I think it's easier on him for him to stalk than to talk face to face. I also think that talking face to face is not easy for him, just in the situation that he's in. It shows communication is not easy for him right now. And the Emperor is in reverse. Communication just could be difficult altogether for him right now. He may not be allowed to spend a lot of time talking. But aside from all that, he does keep up with your social media to see what you're up to. And I don't think that he's feeling really threatened right now. So I think he's okay with not talking because he doesn't think that there's anyone else around you right now. I'm not saying that you should put stuff up there. I hate when people do that. They start putting things up to make him think this and make him think that, and it just causes a mess. But I'm thinking that he does check in. Oh, Anna, that's very nice. Who needs a reading that hasn't had one yet? I'll do red. Maybe one of the moderators can choose, because I'm not really paying attention to who's been in here, you know? It's hard for me to keep track. Red. Has the Leo changed and ready to handle business? I don't think there's too much change around this Leo, so just keep that in mind. They still seem to be the same kind of person. Mel, will the Aries ever see Kim for the nutbag that she is and feel remorse for not believing and protecting me from her? You know what? He knows that she's a nutbag. He knows it. Um, she may have somebody else around her too. The Three of Cups is in reverse. He knows that she's nuts, and he does feel bad. I don't think he knew it at the time, and I think that he got suckered, and maybe he can't figure his way out of it. But he knows that she's nuts, and he didn't see it at the beginning, but now it's like I feel like he's in over his head. No, Shani, it was like 2 or 3. I went 3 with the higher number because the thing is that when there's other people around, like there could be people that he's talking to, but nothing is going on, or there could be people that, I mean, let's face it. If this guy is screwing around with 5, 6, 7 women, 10 women, whatever, he's not in love with any of them. You know, it's almost like the more women that are around him, the less important each one is. But it came up 2 to 3. I just went with 3 because it would be the higher number, which would kind of be like the most there are. But it could be that maybe one he just talks to and he maybe doesn't ever see in person. Brandy, what's going on with Deverick and Tiffany? You know, it doesn't look like these two are good for each other. The devil always pops up between them. Am I right? The devil, like they don't bring out the best in each other. Let's put it that way. It does look like their relationship could have transformed. It may have moved forward fast, and then it may have hit a wall. So I don't know. They don't bring out the best in each other because, am I right? The devil shows up around them all the time. Red, is it worth it to go again with the Leo? Well, if you kind of go in knowing what you're dealing with and slow and steady wins the race with the Leo, you'll be okay. It may be something that you have to revisit for your own self, and let's see how it goes. I can't tell you it's not worth it because it's showing up like because the Leo's coming back. Okay, who am I doing the donation that Anna made for someone? Who's the person that I'm going to do? Let me know who the person that we're going to do, and let me do T. Yvette. Sag's current thoughts of me. Thinks that you're successful, resourceful, grounded, down to earth, intuitive, hardworking, attractive, smart, and that your life is always transforming and moving forward. Well, how about if I do one for Priscilla? And then Mel, the moderator, Mel, and I can do another one for Mel too. I'll do both. Priscilla. General love. Choices. You're going to have choices coming in around you that lead to happiness. You got an Aries here. You may have to make a decision around an Aries who's got some money. You also have a decision. Oh my God, you got a lot going on. You have a wish that comes in, celebration around an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And there also may be an Aquarius here. So you got a couple of people coming in and choices that you're going to have to make. Not a bad thing. Dylan's always snoring. And Mel, am I going to do another one for Mel? Let me just quickly see if there's anybody else that I can grab. Listen to him, that guy. I got through a lot of people tonight. Good. Okay, Mel. Will Kim get her karma for what she's done to me? Okay, let's see. I think she's living her karma. Yeah, she sure is. I don't think that things are so great for her right now, to begin with. And I think that she's got more bullshit that's coming. She's going to get what she deserves. All right, guys. Thank you so much for everyone that was here tonight, to the moderators, and to everyone that donated. I will see you guys tomorrow. And that's it. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks. Bye-bye.